Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I am here with day 12 of 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life, series 13. And today's sketch is by Sandra Lee. Lots of layers, lots of pattern paper, at least in the sketch. Lots of ways to use different things. Now she has 3x4 pictures. I'm using 4x6 and I'm going to trim them down a little. Some pictures of my son at his second grade Bible dedication day. I've decided I'm going to use Splendid by Paige Evans because I've got tons of paper and not a lot of embellishments left for this. And this does not necessarily call for it because you've got so many pattern papers on here. You don't really need a ton of embellishments because you've got so much going on already. So there's going to be a little twist to this. We'll just see how that goes. But I got my papers, my embellishments, my pictures, and my sketch. So let's see how this goes. Okay, look at all the pattern paper, y'all. Look at all that pattern paper. Whew, just looking at it is overwhelming me. I love the look of pattern paper. And I'm almost always that person who is using pattern paper and solids together or pretty close to a solid. Just because it's really overwhelming. But look how overwhelming this layout is. Look at all those layers of paper that are different patterns, different colors. I don't know. I thought that using that black and white background and then bringing the black and white floral background forward, it would help bring it down some. But it's really, really busy. And I've matted my picture in the colored paper and then in black, so it would help also to tone it down. But I don't know. It seems really, really overwhelming to me. So I've set it aside. I pulled out my original collection that I was going to use for that, those two pictures. And I'm not going to mess with the layout. I'm going to leave it alone. I may fiddle with it later, but I doubt it. It'll probably just go straight to my 2016 book and be done. I pulled out my 49 Market Spectrum Sherbert and I trimmed up all the layers that I needed to recreate this sketch in a way that makes my heart a little happier, and document another moment. So me and my best friend and one of our other besties' daughters and my son, so there were four of us, went on an adventure in downtown where I live. And just there's murals all over the place and places to eat that, either never go or if I haven't been or haven't been in a while or don't go often because driving and parking downtown is not always my favorite thing to do, and which I'm sure is pretty normal everywhere. So we decided we'd park at my church and then just go walk around downtown, take pictures of murals, find somewhere fun to eat, and then do whatever. And then I had to go pick up my nephew at some point to go to football practice. So at that, while we were out, we went to a place called Jack Brown's, which is a bar, but it's like a burger place and they have really delicious burgers. And so that's what we did. We decided to go eat there and then go do some more walking around and taking pictures of murals and stuff like that. We were out there for like 3 hours or something. But while we were at Jack Brown's, my son, I ordered everybody a deep fried Oreo, and there it's covered in powdered sugar. My son got the package that it was in, like the tissue paper that it was in, and was trying to get all the powdered sugar and made a gigantic mess. He's got powdered sugar all over his face. He'd cleaned some of it off by the time I got this picture. The rest of the pictures of him with it all over his face are really blurry, so I went ahead and just printed the more clear one. But he's got a hot pink Piglet shirt on. And so I thought that was going to work really well with this not pink fresh, with the 49 Market Spectrum Sherbert. I stuck with the pinks and the teals. I've got a hint of that limey green on there. But for the most part, those are the colors I'm working with, is the pink and the teal. I do bring like that lime green in and a hint of orange, but not really a whole lot. And I just do the layers. Now, instead of on the sketch and the original layout I did the layers kind of stacked on top of each other with just a smidge of a stagger. But with this one, I actually kind of staircased my layers, and I really like that with this because I don't want to cover up a lot of that 49 Market. It's just the most gorgeous paper. I just love 49 Market. It's one of my absolute favorite collections or designers, and these papers are just spectacular. That's why I have a hard time using it, and that's so silly, but it is what it is, and I know y'all understand. So I just tucked some things in. There was a gap between the top portion of that floral that's sticking up at the top and then goes down to the bottom. I just used a flower that I fussy cut out of the collection to cover that gap, and I knew I was going to do that. I just wanted to make sure that that little bit of the floral at the bottom left was coming out below the pink paper. I tagged this and labeled it or titled it Stay Curious, because that's what we were doing. We were being super curious downtown, and him burying his face in that daggone tissue paper and getting covered in powdered sugar is just what happens. I'm adding a little lime green in because I wanted to make sure to have some not just on that little bit of paper there on the right side of the picture. So I put a tag up here, like a little label at the top, and then I'm going to put a little partial circle that says silly moments, which is super fitting, right above the first picture on the left. And then I like tucked little tickets in a couple of places just because I thought they were fun looking. And that's it. I love the way this layout turned out. The first layout, which I'm going to bring up and show you again, is a little overwhelming for me. Let me know what you all think in the comments. I mean, I know people work with pattern paper all the time, and I mean, sometimes I look at it and I think, gosh, that's so gorgeous. I wish I could be that bold. But this, I don't know. Y'all let me know what you think. I don't know. And then, of course, it's Spectrum Sherbert, so of course I adore this. I think this is beautiful. I love the way this turned out. You know, I mean, you can let me know how you feel about the second layout as well, but I really want to know other people's opinion. Is that too much pattern? Woo! So, but anyway, I hope you all are checking out the playlist. Christy's done an amazing job gathering all these sketches from the 31 different people, and I am so excited to keep documenting my memories and my time and my moments with these sketches. It's just so much fun. So I hope you all come back again tomorrow. Hope you all have a great day. Hope you get a chance today to do something you love with someone you love, and happy scrapping.